Can you really be successful self-publishing a children's book today? Especially with the rise of AI writing and AI illustrating and just publishing willy-nilly. Can you actually be successful? And the short answer is yes, but only if you understand these 5 key concepts. And these are really the things that determine if you're going to be successful publishing and selling your children's book. And if we haven't met before, hi, my name is Harley, and I'm an award-winning self-published children's book author and illustrator. After self-publishing 4 children's books, I have turned this into my full-time job. So yes, I am a full-time self-published children's book author and illustrator and creative entrepreneur. And if that's something you want to do too, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss a new video. And before we get into the meat of the video, I would love to give a huge thank you to my 2 new channel supporters, Sherry and Bright Little Pages. You guys are the best, and I really truly appreciate your support, and I really hope you enjoy the exclusive members-only videos. This first point that I'm going to talk about is a huge differentiator, especially in the world of children's book self-publishing. And honestly, every point that I'm going to talk about is a huge differentiator, but this one I think just makes your life 10 times easier. And that is niching down your children's books. So what I mean by niching down is actually narrowing down the topic of your children's book and how your strategy is with making it marketable. So when I say marketable, is there an easy way for you to actually talk about your book? And is there an intended target audience for your book? I'm going to use 2 of my books as an example to break it down a little bit because I had no idea what that meant when I started self-publishing, and I will show you that I had no idea what that meant. So this is my first book, Doppy and the Runaway Balloons. It's a fun rhyming children's book about determination and motivation. So my whole story concept with this was like, okay, the story just popped into my head. The title just popped into my head. And I thought it'd be really cute, really adorable. And mind you, this is my first book. So I was just going off the premise of, I think this would be a really cute story to read aloud. And that's all that matters, right? No. I didn't realize that there should actually be a focused topic, like a focused niche behind my book. So as I got further into publishing, I published this book, Doppy Saves the Bees, which is a fun rhyming picture book about bee conservation for kids. This has an actual topic that I can narrow down my target market for because it's for bee lovers. It's for people who are very eco-conscious. It's for the people that really care about recycling and green living and, saving the pollinators. So this is very different from this. So as you can see, this one, you really don't know who would want to buy it. You really don't know. It's a good cover. Sure, people comment on this cover all the time and they say they love this cover. But this one, they know right away, like if they're going to like it or not, based on the bee aspect. And I did the same thing with this one. So this one's Doppy Saves a Turtle. So this one is a fun rhyming picture book about turtle conservation for kids. With these 2, when they see them, they know instantly what the book is about and if they're going to want to buy the book for their kids. Whereas this one's kind of a toss-up. With this one, you kind of have to give it a more thorough story behind it before people want to buy it. So yeah, just take those 3 books as an example. When you write a really niche down, highly targeted children's book, it is 10 times easier to sell, and it is truly 10 times easier to market. Because with this one, I just marketed it like it was my first book and it won awards and it's cute and it's a fun story and it's good for baby shower gifts, that kind of thing. But it's really broad. So I really wasn't targeting anybody by being that broad. But with these guys, this is a whole different story. I know exactly who to market it to, and I know exactly who would like this book, and they know exactly if they're going to like this book and want to buy this book. So yes, the stories that come to you in the middle of the night, or you had a dream, or you've been telling this made up story to your child or your grandchildren for years, is a good story. It is a good concept, and I really think you need to publish it for the sake of that's something that is going to be rewarding to you. But if you really want to make money, sell books, and actually make a living doing what you love, which is writing and publishing children's books, you gotta make it marketable and you gotta niche down. And I actually just made a video recently on how to tell if your book topic is going to be a bestseller or can be a bestseller. Go to this video right here. I deep dive how you can find out if your book idea is marketable and sellable. So point number 2 is you need to think about organic marketing, and you shouldn't really rely on just paid ads. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know that I'm a huge proponent of organic marketing and really taking social media seriously and SEO seriously and really thinking about the long-term success of your brand as a children's book author and publisher. Because that's really how you need to think about it, because you are a publisher. You're a publishing company if you start self-publishing children's books. So you need to think how a publisher thinks. And yes, a publisher has that kind of money to be able to invest in like crazy ads and like crazy meta marketing, crazy Amazon ads, because they've been around for decades. But when it's just you need to think about organic and free ways that you can connect with targeted readers and buyers. And that's the thing, you really need to like make a connection with your audience. And with the rise of TikTok and Instagram, all that, and with like people showing their faces more and talking head videos and people actually hearing the story behind different books or different authors or different products, people are more willing to buy from you when they know you and they hear about your story. So really, organic marketing is the way to go, because that is actually how you develop these personal relationships over the internet. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but if you think about it, we see so many ads every single day. We see so much content every single day that we're going to skip by it. Like, I personally will skip by anything that's sponsored unless it's like a really, really good product and I really am interested in it. But for the most part, if I see something that's sponsored, I'm going to swipe right by and I'm like, nope, I don't care. But if I see something, like I see content where the person is being genuine, the person is being relatable, they're being personable, I'm going to watch it and I'm going to look at their profile, and I'm going to look at their products, and I'm going to read their books. That's how I am. And I know a lot of us are like that now because we are so numb to ads and sponsored content. Like, we're so over it. So we'd rather have genuine connection. So that is why you need to think about organic ways to market your books, whether that be via Facebook, Instagram. And even if you don't want to show your face and you're more of a writer, you could definitely start a blog. That is so something you can do. And then, using Pinterest coupled with your blog to get that traffic. It's going to be more sustainable. And yes, it is a lot more work than just investing in ads, but it's capable of more long-term growth and scalability. Whereas with ads, if you want to get more reach, you have to pay more. And that's not very scalable. And as a one-person show, you probably shouldn't rely on it because ad costs change all the time. So think about it that way. Think about the fact that you're trying to grow a brand and actually have long-term success. And you don't want to just like burn your money with ads. All right, and point number 3 is reviews and traffic are the name of the game. Especially if you're publishing on Amazon KDP. You know that it is a highly saturated market, especially like how I mentioned before, the rise of AI written and AI illustrated books and people cranking out books because they just want a quick buck. You're competing directly with them. So you're competing with people who are capable of producing a high volume of books. And if you're somebody who wants to pay an artist, actually have a genuine illustrator, actually not use AI to write your books, and really care about the message and the topic and the concept of your book, it's going to be slower for you. You're not going to be able to produce as many books. So what you need to do to leverage this is get as many reviews and as much traffic as possible. Because also when we see like we're on Amazon and we're like looking for different gifts or we're looking for different books, one of the first things that we look at are the reviews. We look to see how many reviews are there and what the overall review rating is. So if anything's above 4.5 stars and they have like 200, 300 reviews, I know it's a solid product. So I have less friction to want to add that to my cart or buy it on Kindle Unlimited. And a lot of people think that way too. So if you can leverage organic social media and your organic marketing tactics into getting you more reviews and more traffic to your book, you will end up winning in the long run. And in this video right here, I talk about how to get more reviews for your books on Amazon KDP. So go ahead and watch that one. It will also be linked in the description down below. And then when you start building this up and you have more traffic and you have more reviews, you have more sales, you have more downloads, you're going to get more reviews, and then you're going to get more internal traffic from Amazon because Amazon is seeing this cycle. And they're like, okay, so this book is selling, this book is getting good reviews. Let's push it out more and let's get it ranking in search more. That is how that works. If you bring Amazon more money, they will give you more leads and more traffic. Also add that as part of your strategy. And now we're at point number 4. This one I'm a huge proponent of. Show your face and get out there in person. Sell your books in person. I could not be more of an advocate for this method. This is how I make most of my children's book sales. This is how I'm able to actually make consistent revenue with my children's books, because I'm actually going out there and I'm doing in-person events. I'm doing bookstore pop-ups. I'm going to daycares. I'm going to schools. I'm also vending at farmers markets. I am literally everywhere, and people tell me all the time, like, oh, I saw you at this event and now you're here. And I'm like, yes, I am. So if you can end up doing that, it's crazy the amount of sales that you can make when you just keep showing up in person. And people are more willing to buy from you when they meet you and they see that you're the author, you're the illustrator, like this is you, you're the creator behind your book. They are more connected to your book instantly because they're connected with you. And you can get these like one-on-one conversations going, and you can actually talk about your story, and you can hear about their pain points or like what they look for in a children's book or how they are with their kids or like their story. I think it is so fulfilling to go out there in person and actually sell your books that way. It's so much more meaningful because you actually see the person who's supporting you. And you literally feel so uplifted and so supported. Like I know I do. So that's why I'm a huge proponent of going out there in person. Also, when you do in-person events, you can make store connections. So store owners could like see you at an in-person event, like a festival or a craft fair or, a in-store pop-up that you're doing, and ask you like, hey, do you do wholesale? I'd love to have your books in my stores. And then you can end up getting your books into stores and you become more immersed in the local community. And I think that is so huge. And that is truly going to be the best way for you to grow and scale your children's book publishing company. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I don't have time to do in-person events. Like I have kids, I have a husband, I have a wife, I have pets, I have, whatever. I totally get that. You don't need to like up and quit everything to do in-person events. I'm just saying, like maybe once a month, get out there, like do a book signing, do a book reading, do a story time. Something on the weekend. Make it light, make it fun, just experiment. I truly would not be where I am today without in-person events, and I wouldn't be able to scale my children's book publishing company in the way that I have if I haven't gone out in person and did sales. And then point number 5, this one is also super important. Honestly, every single one of these points is super important, but this one, you got to rinse and repeat. So you got to keep going. If you really want to scale this, if you really want to grow this, if you really want to make this into a successful brand and a successful company, you need to keep going. You truly need to like publish one book, sell that book, market that book, launch it, optimize it, blah, 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 get all the reviews, and then do it again with a different book, and then do the same thing with that book, and then do it again with another book, and just keep going. You got to keep going. And this is a long game. If anybody on YouTube is telling you that you can make $300 a day with just selling an AI written and AI illustrated children's book, they're unfortunately lying to you. Believe me, I kind of fell for it too 3.5 years ago when I was starting to publish, because I was thinking like, oh yeah, because Amazon's going to do all the work for me. So like, it'll be great. It'll be a bestseller overnight. Unfortunately not. It's not going to be like that, because the only reason why these guys make so much money is because they invest so much in paid ads, and that is the only way that they're getting actual traffic, or they've been doing this long enough where they have a big enough library and they have the volume and the reviews to back it up. But that is not sustainable for most of us. So go slow, go steady, go sustainable. Baby steps are the key here. I'm a huge believer in baby steps. And honestly, if you just do a couple things a day to help progress and scale your children's book publishing company, you will be a successful self-published children's book author. I can almost guarantee it. If you put the effort into it and you put your heart into it, you can so do it, my friend. And if growing and scaling your children's book publishing company is a huge thing for you, I would love to invite you to my school community, Author Growth Academy. This is a community of self-published children's book authors where we can come together, we can ask questions, we can start discussions, we can help each other with launches of our books. And in Author Growth Academy, I give you one free exclusive training every single month, completely for free, just because you're in Author Growth Academy, to help you grow and scale your business as a self-published children's book author. So it's going to be the first link down below in my description. I would love to see you in there. Go ahead and introduce yourself so that way I can actually reach out and comment and get to connect with you. That would be huge. Thank you so much. And also, if you're still watching and you like this video, could you go ahead and actually like the video, physically hit the like button? I would really appreciate it. And this will help more self-published children's book authors to see the video because it will get pushed out in the YouTube algorithm. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And if you want to watch another children's book marketing and publishing video from me, watch this video right here. YouTube picked this one out for you because they think you're going to like it the most. And make sure to subscribe for more children's book marketing and publishing videos.